7-miler is almost ready for paint. A beautiful vehicle. New tracks, everything lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And the Pinzagao that's for sale is coming up beautiful. That'll look like a new one. Well, they bloody nearly are, aren't they? 300 miles is not a lot of mileage. And the Hagland's all done and dusted. What it wants now is the spare tracks dumping on the back. And then we're waiting for the lorry.
It's a beauty.
It's a beauty. It's a beauty. A few more bits for the Pinzagao to be painted. Pinzagao. And then these two over here, these are nearly done too. The insides will be painted out in the back. And they're looking pretty cool. We just got to put the seats in. I suppose that'll be a bit of my seamstressry. I see we get all the sewing jobs. A bit of work on the headlining, that's coming down in places. But we've got a big pot of sticky stuff. And then this one here is looking about right. Now I reckon if I check the mileage on these two vehicles, this one will be less because it hasn't worn the corner of the seat. And it's still got sticky labels on some of the internal parts. And that's a sign that it hasn't done a lot. Just general trim. They're just general trim of it. That seal on the door, they don't actually glue in, they just sort of dovetail in, you just push them in. So soon the whole lot will be out and a new lot in. And I like to see that. We've kind of got through our banking problem with all the UK banks, but it's not easy. And I think today I've got to do an after dinner talk tonight. But in the meantime, I'm going to do some research and development on my new boat. And this is going to be an integral part of it, these two hinges. And I've got to have a bent nail. The bent nail has been specially bent to 12.5 degrees. That's angle, not temperature. And we go on. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well this morning, thanks.
We've got to buy a Sherman or a Patton. Exciting, isn't it?
That's a nice thought.
Yeah.
Sherman or a Panther?
No, Patton.
Patton. Okay.
And there's only one in the country.
Yeah, I was going to say they're not going to.
You build your muscles lifting that all day.
Coming on. And if it doesn't do what I want it to do, then I'm going to put it in the vice actually. Then we'll use it for making custard or something. Hang on, no, I only want to put it in one.
Oh.
I can do it.
Try to help. Wow, what a wonderful place.
I'm only tack welding it because there's every chance I'll have to change this and change that and fuck about with this and that has got to go. I've talked to Eddie Hall, and if we get World's Strongest Man having a go in it, it better be pretty bloody strong. That it's probably got to be welded like that on there.
Like so.
Like so, but this will need to be about parallel, and I would like it a bit further in, so I might cut slots in there so I line it in and it'll be under them fillets. I'd like it about level with that really. Don't want it sticking too far in the back of the boat, but slowly things are coming on. And if this bit's a bit bent that way, then that bit there's bent a bit that way, and this bit's a bit bent that way, and it'll, in the end, you know, it'll all be square.
You have to get one of those laser lines, what they do with crash motorbikes.
That would just depress me. I wouldn't sleep at nights.
No,
I'd
that's...
rather just cobble it all together with a few imperfections, and the imperfections will cancel themselves out until everything is square. Oh, we're about to see where we're going. How cool is that? All I've got to do now is find the logbook, and I'm sure we can. Matching wing mirrors. I wonder what that bar was off. I don't know. You'll have a job fixing it looks quite a thick bit of metal. You may have to cut a bit off. He knows what he's doing. So a bit of a milestone on the fancy thing we're making, and well, I'm making. They're giving suggestions, and all I have to do is ignore them all, and I'm sure it'll be successful. You smell of fiberglass in the lads' tea room. Now, basically, I've got to the stage where me paddle wheel actually is bolted into the boat now, and it hinges up and down like that, and it spins. And what I've got to do now is cut a big hole in the bottom of my new boat. And this is a kind of no return part. Bit scary, isn't it? I've cut a hole there, and there's a great big metal bracket on the inside that bolts on, and I've welded the bolts onto the brackets so they stick through, which makes everything a lot easier in the future if I need to take it out and kind of change things. And everything is only tack welded, so I can move everything about. First of all, I want to get it on the pond, and I want to go up and down, do a few lengths, a couple of miles, you know, see if I can get it on the plane, put a couple of water skiers, and then we start welding it out properly. I've got a feeling that that little wheel there that I nobbled off of, I can't remember what I nobbled it off now. Oh, that was it, a GTE Scimitar, like Princess Diana's alternator, and not Diana's, Princess, I don't know. Anyway, it's coming on, and I'm cutting the big hole in the bottom now with the jigsaw. So there's no going back now, no going back at all. Oh, it looks a bit shiny now.
She looks well.
That looks amazing what a bit of paint can do. What's the inside looking like? Good. Now, I'm not sure. This had been road registered.
It's not registered, just.
Yeah, it's got. I might use this as my daily run around. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, tidy enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got that lovely toilet smell about it, isn't it?
It is going to war.
Yeah. Yeah, it smells like a toilet, but that's usual. Yes, very tidy, very tidy. Very tidy. Lovely job in the Afghan workshops. Yep, looking good. Looking very good. So it's going out now, is it?
Yeah, she's going out in the substance.
Bomb pads. Now I've got to sew this up,
Yeah, you can.
but I can do that up the yard, can't I? Yeah, looking good. And it will need a bit of gluing in the top, but we should do that just before it goes. Have we got the plates for the roof?
I've got plates over there. I'm going to modify it.
Okay.
We'll get a decent drill bit.
Looking good. Let's get them out. Definitely no going back now. One perfectly good boat, possibly adjusted, and the wheel is looking very good, and it pivots up and down beautifully. And now I'm making things to plug the holes, making a template up on that. Who knows? It could work. Tank Limo's got a job in London, I think, and it's got to be all painted shiny white again. And 3 people have hit the rear wing over the last couple of years, one including Kate with the Tesla. That'll be straightened out. And yeah, full stripped down and looking beautiful. First thing is the power washing. It's a little bit intermittent on the starting, but maybe after you start it, it'll heal up and it'll get better and better. It's a hell of a machine. Great for doing sort of seminars in the back, holding meetings, and the long track club. It's got to be power washed anyway. Yeah, looking good. Right, I've got to get changed because I'm doing an after dinner talk at Whittlebury Hall. Hard to believe, but it's true. They want me to talk. They're paying me to talk. Whatever next. Next thing, I'll have a YouTube channel paying me £5 a week, and I'll just sit in bed all day. I'll become a consultant. What could be better?